Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your June 2022 reading. So I've been meditating on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is an Ace of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So this is a clarity, victory, information is strength, about the aspects in our lives that have to do with abundance, security, commitment, safety, all of this. King of Pentacles. This is the part of us, how we act towards us and outside of us for these aspects. Ruled by Venus, of course. King of Pentacles is ruled by Venus. And I think that maybe your last full moon here that we had with an eclipse and everything probably got you an insight on how this aspect of you was acting towards you. Is it providing this? Is it helping you to engage yourself in what you want to do, what you want to build, what you want to create? The card that comes after is the World. So here we see that we are finishing a cycle. And then we have the Star, which is all about the 11th house of our purpose, Aquarius. She's the water barrier. So this is like the final stage of healing where we can release. There's always the part where our old wounds, we can understand where they come from, why it was done. But the last step is to actually release them so that they are not part of our vibration anymore. That's when we arrive at the Star, and that's where we are the closest to our true self. That's why, side effect of this, we receive gifts from the universe, from the divine. But it's just because now mechanically it is possible to receive. Under our Ace of Swords and our King of Pentacles, we have the Emperor. So the strong divine masculine here, which is the four kings. So they are like repeating this aspect in you. And under that I have an Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. That clarity actually gave you this extra push, okay? This extra, yes, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to invest and build and create. So your masculine aspect got, some great push forward at the beginning of the month, Scorpio. And under the World, that means that, the aspect that all of this is helping to finish, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, that is Venus in Scorpio. And so here we're talking about Venus because we have the King of Pentacles right here, ruled by Venus. And Venus was in Aries. Now it's going to go into its own home, which is going to be much easier for her. The Seven of Cups, it's Venus in Scorpio, because when Venus comes in to try and bring unconditional love and abundance here, if we haven't healed all of our old wounds, and you, Scorpio, are the one that is made to do that. That's why you have the capacity to go in the underworld, into what is done and finished, and really finish it, really transform it, letting go of it. Of course, you can go back into your old wounds and play with them, but your main purpose, as that's why you're represented as death in the tarot, it's that capacity to actually really let die what needs to be, because it's done. There's nothing you can learn from it anymore, and so on. And what it does is, before it dies, it's just gonna create more confusion for you. Okay? And that's why even if you project victory, here we have, you know, the laurel crown of victory, there's a little death skull on that cup. Because even through victory, if there's an emotional reference to betrayal or abandonment or whatever, you can still see that even in your projection of victory. So under that, there's a tower, and there's strength, and Knight of Cups. So this is really talking about as you bring in what you love, or vice versa, as it is brought towards you. The way things were with the Seven of Cups before, it was impossible to try and build that way. Your old wounds would always come and kind of blur things around. The tower here with the world, this is when, oh, I got the clarity from that aspect. And now, the way I was trying to compensate maybe with that, you know, handicap, let's say, if he was reversed, I'll never be able to reach what I want to reach, what my soul wants to reach, having a distorted King of Pentacles maybe inside of me. So here, the tower will struck that down so that you can bring forward your King of Pentacles within yourself, so that you can start protecting yourself, investing yourself in what you want to do, what you desire, bringing comfort and ease and you know, he's Epicurean also, but solidity and so on in your life. Under the star, we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. Healing. See, when I was talking about the final healing. So that means that finally, instead of, you know, yes, I've analyzed it, I understand, I see how all my past disappointments, you know, why they were there, but what from there, you know, like, yeah, I understand it all, but I still feel it all. That's why we need the water barrier. That's why you need to have enough faith. This is a card of faith to release this information back to the universe, back to the collective, after having forgiven, transmuted it, and so on, so that you can start experimenting positive Ten of Cups, relationships with others, exchanges with others, joy. That's the Ten of Cups. And under that, I have the King of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So when you look at this, that Ace of Wands, that new fire, that would be something that you would love, that excites you. If you're in your lion, if you're in your baggage, your animalistic side, you're going to be lost in your projections. But if that all crumbles down because you finish that cycle, that's it, I don't need this within myself anymore, I can continue carrying what I would love here. And because my mind knows that it will be balanced, Six of Pentacles, therefore that Ace of Wands can become an Eight of Wands. Move forward. The arrows of love. This is when one move leads to another. We're in the serendipity of life. I make a phone call and bang, I arrive somewhere, and there's exactly the person that can be there for me and maybe offer me, you know, whatever I need so that I can continue to bring what I love forward. Bottom of the deck, I have the Page of Pentacles. So that means it's something solid here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. That means that it's that pentacle that is in your hands, that extra value that can be planted by an upright King of Pentacles within yourself. So let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Scorpios. It would be the end of confusion and the beginning of true investment. Okay? All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Scorpios for the month of June 2022. Scorpios. One more time. Okay, King of Pentacles, Ace of Sword. Show me what this is all about. What did you understand? What became clear here? Since you come in the month like this, I really wouldn't be surprised that this is the result of last month. Here I have the Star, and I have the King of Wands. What's behind him? Okay, so right away, my God, that's why you have an Ace of Wands here. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, this is really your inner power couple. This is what I want. This is what I am aiming for, and this is what I'm having the guts to go for and do. But of course, you know, like there's a limit of how only one king can do something. Okay, you need the 4 kings. And that's why the Emperor is there. So what I'm seeing is you got the clarity on the 6 of Pentacles. That's why it's there. Now it's an ace, but here it's the King of Sword with the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, I got the understanding of what the 6 of Pentacles means. At the end of the month, I'm mastering this understanding. And so the understanding of it, of course, you can look at on each side of what it is not. So on each side we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Investing and not seeing any results, time passes. Am I doing all of this for nothing? And then 5 of Pentacles, because somewhere I have the belief that maybe I'm not enough, because my King of Pentacles is telling me this inside. You don't have what it takes. You're not enough. Here, let's sacrifice yourself for somebody else. Let's not do the judgment or the effort or the investment within yourself, but wait. If these things were coming into your mind, being emotionally backed up by, you know, events, that was your King of Pentacles in reverse. And probably during the eclipse, you kind of got the understanding of it. So that allowed you, 6 of Swords, to... The 6 of Swords is all about moving on, turning the page, forgiving, using your willpower to bring your inner feminine and your inner child to another shore. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm turning the page. Letting go of grudges or old sadnesses or beliefs. Okay, it is swords. And here I have the Sun. So linked with self-expression, with joy and self-expression. So everything is interrelated. Your self-expression will be linked to your soul's goal and your ambition and who you are. This is all intertwined together. Let's look at the world. So that's what is allowing you to kind of really finish a cycle in your life. The world. Justice and the Magician. Now these are like 3 major arcanas here. This is what is going to bring back balance into your life. and give you back the power to manifest your life. Not, receiving the results and just trying to deal with what is out there, but actually manifesting your life. Let's look at the star. Seven of Cups, Knight of Sword. That Ace of Sword is actually cutting down here that Seven of Cups. Did I say Seven of Swords? I'm sorry. Seven of Cups, twice here. But with the Knight of Sword. So here, all those cups that have wounds in them, that influence when you're trying to project in front of you. And projecting is essential. Imagination, projecting, when I put myself forward in the future, that's why he's looking in front. When I'm on the other side, when I'm projecting myself, the limit of what I can project is the walls are what I believe. Okay, I can project myself, I don't know, being able to fly for a little bit of time, but I believe that I cannot fly. So that's why at one point in my inner movies, I will see myself falling because I don't believe it. So something happens and I just I can't fly. But when you bring that back to your goals in life, or how you can accomplish yourself, or how you can have support, or your worth and your value. These are all the frames that limit your concept of how you can see yourself in the future and of what you can manifest and create. That's why it's essential that these cups be clear and not full of the past that just reduces what you can experience in the future. That's the lesson behind it. So, okay, let's look at your Emperor. Let's look at the Emperor. Two of Cups, Four of Wands. So for some of you, it's a new connection that kind of triggers all of this. But it can be a new connection, and because we know that this is like Venus in Scorpio. So of course, when somebody arrives with a cup that is maybe filled with love, we do have a Knight of Cups here. If your old wounds and your old disappointments and sorrows and grievings haven't been dealt with, just, maybe buried a bit deeper, they're going to come up to the surface right there because, Venus arrives. And then you can't even read what is in front of you. Can I really trust that person? I can actually imagine that person betraying me or abandoning me, even if, it's not even there for real. Four of Wands, this is when everything comes to the surface. There's a genuine person that has an interest to maybe invest in you, to maybe help you go for your dreams and all of that. Bringing you this brand new beginning, this brand new fire within yourself, whether it is in a romantic way or in a business way, in a friendship way, or whatever. Ace of Wands. And of course, Justice here being, the ruler of the House of Partnerships, maybe that's why, there where it was always disbalance, now it's going to be balance. Here, that Ace of Wands is with the Eight of Pentacles. This new fire is something that, in order for it to be, it needs to be invested in. And here I have the Nine of Wands. And of course, in order to invest ourselves and go for it. We cannot be retrieving ourselves in fear and apprehension because we're afraid to be hurt. That is non-participation in life. But it's a normal reaction to be like this when we've been hurt before. Like the wounded animal, we crawl back here and we're on our guards. That's why it's going to take strength here to surpass all of that. It's going to take for your higher self to rise above the first reactions. Let's look at that 7 of Cups here. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. 7, 7. And here we have the Hangman and the 10 of Pentacles. So that's why we need that Page of Pentacles. And so when you look at that, the Hangman, see that new information that you got kind of gave you the opportunity to look at everything from a completely different angle. And now you saw how maybe you invested in yourself. And you cannot wait for something to happen if you're not actually actively participating in the thing yourself. Because when you have those two, we dream a lot, but we're not doing anything anymore. So having the clarity on, you know, King of Pentacles, because he's the one, the King of Pentacles is the one that's actually going to find the solutions, the possibilities to bring like the template for it to be able to be happening here, to plant and grow that seed. And the Queen and King of Wands will be the ones that will have the guts to go for it, to break the walls, to here open up the rising. Let's look at that Tower with strength. Tower and strength. So yeah, that's where you get that Page of Pentacles. That's where you get that real beginning. Because the 10 of Pentacles here will signify your last cycle of Pentacle, of the limit of what you were able to accumulate in your life. And here I have Temperance, another major arcanas. So here you have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas just in the middle row here. So this month, Scorpios, there's a huge switch from going from this is what I want to do, I dream it, but I don't feel like I have what it takes, my moves don't bring me there, and to finally see exactly why all of this was happening and getting that fire to help you push through and get the next momentum to start your new cycle. 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Nine of Cups, High Priestess. Because this is really, you see, the release that you're doing here is actually going to allow you to connect spiritually to the divine and fill your cups to the full, instead of, you know, because you're going to release the old stuff that is hurting you more than anything else and be able to spiritually fulfill you completely all the way to the 9. And that is only then that we can start exchanging on the true 10 of Cups. And you know, at that point that things will be balanced, because that is going to be your truth. This is how you're going to express yourself. And here is the Ace of, all right, there's the Ace of Wands again. They're repeating it. Ace of Wands, that you're going to be able to invest in. Empress. So that might be this inspiration. You might have this new inspiration, new passion that you will want to invest in, but now you will not let your fire be, extinguished by wounded waters. Here, the moon actually rising above all your unconscious sadnesses and grievings that were making you react instead of investing yourself. This is beautiful. Empress. You understood something about your own divine masculine and how it was mirrored outside of you. So this is like, this is investing in you. This is a new passion, a new fire. For some of you, it's a new passion in a sense of, in a business sense, in a new passion in maybe a craft or whatever. But it's going to bring you back alive, bring you back into movement after a long period of stagnation and waiting. So I could call this also no more waiting. And maybe that's what I'm going to call it. And on this, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm sending you all my love and light. And thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you're not sure what it is, I would suggest watch it again at the end of the month, and you will be able to even more pinpoint and see what this was all about. Yes, if you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email. You write to me. I write to you back with the information on how to book a reading with me. I will never put my phone number in the comment section. So if you see that, it's not me. Okay. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moons, I do a ceremony. So this month, it's on the 30th of May with the shower of meteorites. So that should be interesting. And the next one is on the 29th of June. So we have the new moon in Gemini right now. And then it's going to be the new moon in Cancer. So this month, that beautiful Gemini season for you will be a season where information is actually going to help you enrich your life. Okay, understandings, information, Mercury. All right, mwah. Love and light, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.